Hey, what's going on? Coach Mark here. Happy Tuesday. I thought it'd be a great Tuesday lesson for today. Not so much talking about how to lose the weight, because of course everybody's going to give you how you should lose the weight. I'm not even going to tell you in this video. In fact, I want to share with you more how to keep the weight off. In fact, how to keep 20 pounds specifically. Let's talk about how to keep 20 pounds off your body, because here's what happens with people. We get all on that kick. And regardless of how you lose the weight, we know that there's 167 ways to lose weight, right? We know all the detoxes and the cleanses and the fastings and all the things that go into it. Most of them are terrible for you, but I'll just say regardless. Let's just say you go one of those directions on getting the weight off. And let's just say the first 10 pounds. So you make the efforts, you do what you need to do, you starve yourself, or you do that extreme boot camp to get those 10 pounds off. Then what? What's next? Well, gosh, I really haven't thought about that, Mark. All I'm concerned about is losing the weight. And sometimes we can get caught in to that mode of we just need to lose weight, not we need to keep the weight off, right? Because I don't know about you, but at least the people that come into my world as a health and fitness coach, people come into and say, Mark, I have been up and down on my weight. I haven't been able to keep the weight off. I put the weight on, and then I take it off, and then I put it on, then I take it off. And it's like a vicious roller coaster. And I don't know if you can resonate with this right now, but if you do, listen up, because here's the deal. It's not about taking the weight off. Yes, of course, that's part of it. If you have 10, 20, 30, 50, whatever amount of weight you have extra on your body that you would like to remove, be careful going into this. Be careful thinking that that's the only thing you need to think about, because if you've tried to lose weight before, chances are you've lost the weight. Maybe you had success. Maybe you did a keto diet and you lost 50 pounds. Maybe you did Atkins. Maybe you did, a Whole30, whatever it was. Maybe you did Weight Watchers. I can't tell you how many people, on a side note, I hear I'm a long time, lifetime member of Weight Watchers. Well, is that because you lose the weight and then you put it back on and lose the weight and put it back on? Because at some point, hopefully you're building up the lifestyle that you don't have to keep watching your weight. If you're watching your body and it's actually in pretty good health, you shouldn't have to be watching weight. But again, that's a whole nother video. But let me just share with you this. The reframe, if you will, or refocus should be on the attention on, okay, get the weight off, and then how do I keep it off? How do I keep those 20 pounds off? And I said 20 because, like I said at the beginning, most people are trying to lose that first 10 pounds. And I can say that how to keep off the 20 is learning how to take off the first 10 properly. Because this is what happens. This is a classic example of what happens. I see people all over the place. They lose the 10 pounds and they do it the wrong way. They do it by starving themselves. They do it by these quick fixes, these potions and pills and so forth and so on. And gosh, I can preach on that as well for an hour, but I wanted to share with you. So the weight comes off. Excited. Yes, let me post on Facebook. I'm feeling awesome. 2 weeks in and I've lost 10 pounds. Yeah. And then you're like, okay, well, I don't have a plan. There's no structure. I have no goal set up. I just was planning to lose the 10 pounds and then they're gone. And then now what? What's next? Well, I know what happens next is you start to slack off. You start to back off on you have no plan to begin with, because your plan was only in that quick fix, that diet. Now that you're off of it, you reach, say, your first 10 pounds, then you back off, you kick back, you don't go to the gym, you slack. Those New Year's resolutions they kind of fall to the side. And the next thing you know is the 10 pounds come on, and then you're getting pissed. Then the mindset, the mind goes into, oh my gosh, I just starved myself and I did all this cleansing and stuff for those 10 pounds. And now the weight's back because I let off the reins. And if you're anything like me, if you're in your 40s or 50s, it just get older. Gosh, I think if I smell a pizza, I put on 5 pounds, right? Can you feel me on that? So here's the deal. Instead of rather looking at just the weight on the scale and how you're going to lose the weight. Yes, that's important. And yes, if you need to lose weight, regardless of the amount, you need to obviously figure out how to do it, whether it's with a qualified coach or it's your own efforts and your own methodology to do that, or you leave it to a friend who sells you on some quick fix scheme or whatever. Okay, so the weight comes off. Then you start to back off, and the next thing you know, not only does the 10 pounds come on, but another 10 on top of that. And I know that it's actually factual because I can tell you in the course of the past 25 years, I've come across hundreds and hundreds of people who not only tell me that they've tried all those diets, they've tried the easy way. The bottom line is you have to do the work. Now, can it be a lot easier? Absolutely. If you continue to go down the road as trying to figure it out, if you keep Google searching the next best, greatest, you like my Google search? You Google search the next latest and greatest fad, whatever is now 2020. I can't even tell you, I can't even keep up with them, how many options there are to lose weight. The wraps, the pills, the cold therapies, all that stuff. So that gets just an overwhelm, and then it gets confusing, and then the next thing you know, you're disappointing yourself like you were in 2019 and then in 2018, and you just go around the same kind of roller coaster ride. And that plays with your emotions, and those 10 pounds turn into, well, just screw it. I've already screwed up again like I did before. That 10 pounds turns into 20. So now, how do you keep the 20 pounds off? That's the answer. You've held on this long. You want to know, how do you keep the 20 pounds off? Well, you know what you do? You set a vision for yourself for the next 3 months and the next 6 months and the next year. And you say to yourself, here's where I want to be in 3 years. I don't want to be doing a New Year's resolution every single year. Aren't you exhausted? I don't know about you. I'm exhausted of hearing people talk about New Year's resolutions. And I'm talking about weight loss. It's at the top of the list every single year for 99% of the people who set New Year's resolutions. So again, if this is you, this may be your chance to turn the tide. It might be your chance now to do something different. Instead of focusing on how to lose the weight, what quick fix you're going to do, focus on what it's going to look like. Why do you want to lose the weight? What is it going to do in your life? I know for me, and I know for a lot of men and women in their 40s and 50s, and their kids are now maybe breaking past like the years where they really depended on you, and now they're a little bit more independent, and you want to be that. You want to show them that mom and dad, the best way you can think for your kids, and again, this is a whole nother sermon, if you will, in itself, is the best way to demonstrate to your family, to your spouse, and to your children is by being that example, setting that example. You want your kids, I don't know about you, but I want my kids to be healthy. I want them to be happy, yes, but I want them to be healthy and live long, healthy lives. I want my wife to live a long, healthy life. And how do I do that? I encourage them by being the encourager, by doing the things I need to pursue health, to pursue, hey, I still like pizza. I'll still enjoy a glass of wine. But the point is, it's my direction is moving closer towards health than away from health. And if going into how do you keep that 20 pounds from coming back onto your body? How do you keep the 20 pounds away? As you develop a way to look beyond the scale, look beyond the weight. This year, my goal for you is, if you've been struggling for that scale, been struggling to try to lose that weight once and for all, maybe it's time to put the focus away from the scale, away from a weight, and onto the things that weight off of your body is going to give you. It might give you more opportunities. Who knows? You might be able to take different vacations that you've never been on because you're too out of shape and too overweight to do them. Maybe this could be the year you take the weight off because you know you're going to be healthier and you're not going to get sick as much. Maybe your joints in your 40s and 50s, hear me on this one, this is a huge one. In your 40s and 50s, when your body starts aching and creaking and cracking and making, all these noises that you didn't know existed until you broke past the 40s, and here they are. And do you think the extra 10 or 20, 30 pounds, 50 pounds on your body is going to make it easier? Absolutely not. It's common sense. You don't need a coach with 25 years experience to share with you that when you get older, it is much more beneficial for you to be healthier, as healthy as you can. So listen, As a coach, you may have no idea how to start. You may have no understanding where to begin. Maybe you're ready to get off that roller coaster ride. Maybe you're ready to have a coach that's in your corner. Maybe it's time you start to invest back in so that after, in the next year or two, you can enjoy the time that you want in the next 5 or 10 years with the 20 pounds off your body, not even having to think about it, not even have to step on the scale. Sometimes it takes investing. You might need to invest some time. You're going to need to invest some money. Chances are that requires a financial investment. Get somebody to take over, getting rid of all the confusion in your life, making it easy for you to pursue your best. Have a coach in your corner to give you the accountability and structure you need so that you can live the life that you want. So anyway, happy Tuesday. I hope this helped. I hope if you have 10 or 20 or 30 or 50 pounds even for that matter to lose, that this is an encouragement for you to think beyond the weight, to think, what is the weight off going to do for you? Know what your why is going into 2020. And I guarantee you, if you know what your why is, chances are you can move closer into figuring it out and figuring out how to do it or having somebody help you there along the way. Take care and God bless. We'll see you.